Welcome to Brave New World. Welcome to the life that's left. Some will fall, some will live, some don't need all they get.
Hello again, it is Cheeky, coming to you from behind enemy lines. You requested Deal Dear, an indication that there is more going on behind the scenes with YouTube's demonetization pronouncement, is other than just a business decision on behalf of YouTube. Of course, in my fashion, I will not present you a conspiracy theory, but sensible academic deductions, supported by evidence and citation, to determine between business decisions, future structure, and political pressure, whether YouTube's decision is common sense, suppression, or the opening volley in a censorship war. History. Senator Hillary Clinton at the time, that is, the Democrats and Associates, said their intention is to shut down alternative news sources because they erode their political power.
The US is losing an information war to alternative media outlets, including RT. That's the message from Hillary Clinton to Congress members who are questioning the State Department's $47 billion budget request for next year. And as RT's Garni Chichikan reports now, the US Secretary of State says Washington needs to step up its propaganda efforts.
War declared. The U.S. is now officially in an information battle with foreign media, which provide alternative views on world news. Views which often run in contrast to the coverage of events by the U.S. mainstream media.
We are in an information war, and we are losing that war. I'll be very blunt in my assessment. Al Jazeera is winning. The Chinese have opened up a global English language and multi-language television network. The Russians have opened up an English language network. I've seen it in a few countries, and it's quite instructive. We are cutting back. The BBC is cutting back.
Some 5 years ago, Western media outlets, including BBC and CNN, had a near monopoly in the coverage of world news. Things have changed since then. More and more viewers across the world tune into various foreign media to get a fresh take on events.
It can be determined that because of evidence and the current governments and political climate, that the American and European governments have openly declared that they want to censor, control, and dictate to news agencies on what they should report on and how they should do it. So it can be determined also that in YouTube's new appetite and policies are designed under political pressure over a period of time, was to actively discourage alternative news sources from reporting on topics that contradict their desired paradigms or government-dictated commentary and make pilfered or illegitimate money doing it. Hillary Clinton, that is, the Democrats and Associates, say they want to shut down Breitbart and alternative news sources because they have no right to contradict them or exist. Certainly such organizations like the Young Turks will not be penalized on what they report on. Why? Because it is the correct narrative and fits within the lines of government expectation. To report the facts is just not good enough. You have to report them in a way that governments want you to report them. This is why the demonetization stand is to discourage people from reporting on topics without bias. By making up vague codes of conduct, they can subversively profit off of videos without paying the creator, which is by proxy slavery, legal convincing slavery, because it conveniently offers no other compensation. This is against the law, everybody knows it, but no consumer advocacy or government organization will call them on it, because they're getting preferential treatment kickbacks for their service to governments. I have definitely supplied enough evidence of systematic suppression and dishonesty around YouTube's slow-boil censorship. It is absolutely and unequivocally censorship, suppression, filtrated broadcast, discouragement of alternative news by theft, demoralization, and humiliation. End communication.
Trying to get crazy with this thing? Don't you know I'm loco?